Hi guys, it's Jessie here. Honkai Star Rail just released a few new characters. Very exciting, huh? I know some of you guys are curious about how Xianzhou characters are pronounced in Mandarin, so today let's fix that. First of all, the alliance is called Xianzhou Lianmeng. Xian means immortal, Zhou means ship, Lianmeng means alliance. So Xianzhou Lianmeng is basically immortal ship alliance. How cool is that? Okay, now let's take a look at the pronunciation of it. Xian, X-I-N. So the pronunciation of X in Mandarin is close to the English SH, but make sure your mouth is wide open. X-I-N, Xian. ZH is kind of like a J in judge. J, J, Zhou, Zhou. L-I-N, Lian. M-Ng, Meng. Xianzhou Lianmeng. Xianzhou Lianmeng. There are 6 flagships owned by the alliance. The first one is Luofu, Luofu, Fu, Luofu. The name Luofu comes from the mountain Luofu Shan. It's a sacred Taoist mountain in Guangdong, China. It's also where the renowned Taoist practitioner Ge Hong cultivated Tao and attained immortality. The other 5 flagships are Yaoqing, Yao, Yao, Qing, Qing, Yaoqing, Fanghu, Fang, Fang, Huohuo, Hu, Fanghu, Xuling, Xiyu, Xu, Leying, Ling, Xuling. Okay, now we have a tiny problem. Remember we were pronouncing Luofu, it was Le U or Luo, but now it's Xiyu, Xu. Why? They look exactly the same. It's because it's actually Yu here. The 2 little dots are missing when it's after these. Okay, so how do we pronounce it? It's the tongue position of E, but the mouth shape of U. So, E, my tongue position didn't change. E, E. Okay, remember this, it's very important. We're gonna need this in other characters' name as well. We also have, remember, Yuque, Yuque, and Zhuming, Zhu, Zhu, Ming, Ming, Zhuming. And now let's get to the characters. Why don't we start with the new ones? First one, I know some people say like Ruan Mei. It's actually really close. It's just that the surname is kind of hard to pronounce. Let's break it down. Ruan, Ruan. Now at the tones, it's the falling rising tone. Ruan, Ruan, Ruan. Ruan Mei. Ruan is a Chinese surname. It's also a kind of traditional musical instrument. I kind of like how it looks. It's very cute. Mei means plum or plum flowers. Since Ruan Mei is really into traditional theater and desserts and embroidery, this name is like perfect for her. Or maybe they pick up the name first and then gave her those hobbies. I don't know. Either way, it fits, right? One pronunciation tip or pattern here is that, did you notice that when we were pronouncing Xianzhou is X-I-N, Xian, but here when we say Ruan Mei is Ruan, Ruan. So an, but now an. Why is that? So here's the thing. When an shows up like these, it's pronounced as an. When it shows up like these, it's pronounced as an. So, Ruan Mei, Xianzhou. This is important too, so you might want to take notes. We are gonna need this in other names as well. Next, tricky one, huh? I don't blame you. A name starts with the letter X in any language looks confusing. But remember what we just learned is Xi. Yeah, it's Yu here. Xi, Yu. Now at the tone, falling rising tone, Xue, Xue. Xue means snow. And Yi means clothes or like coating. So Xueyi is like snow coated, because I don't know, it's just kind of like a cold-blooded. I read in her story that she tracks down all the wanted criminals, right? So Xueyi. Next, Huohuo, Huohuo, Huo. And the same, Huo, Huohuo. Huo is like a kind of herbal plant. Her name is really cute, but her story is kind of sad, right? She's scared of all the ghosts out there. Her job is to catch them, and they even put a ghost in her tail to attract other ghosts. Wow. But you know what? if this is in like a Asian drama, soon there's gonna be a handsome, cold-looking lord with superpower come rescue her. Someone should write that down. Next, this one is kind of simple. Hanya, he an han, yi a ya. Hanya is a kind of bird, what's it called? A jackdaw. Is closely related to crows and ravens. In her story, I read that she uses dreams to predict karmic offenses, which kind of reminds me of the crow in Game of Thrones, which is really cool, I think. Next, this is Jing Yuan. I know a lot of people say like Jing Yuan is really close, but the tiny difference comes from the two things we actually mentioned before, how these two are pronounced. Remember, it's yu when it's after these. So it's yu instead of you, and an is an here instead of on, so it's yu and Yuan instead of Yuan. Jing Yuan. The two characters have a lot of meanings. Jing could mean scenery, view, to admire, or big, or tall, or lucky. Yuan could mean first, primary, fundamental. So basically, Jing Yuan sounds like someone who's really important, right? Next, how do you pronounce the an this time? It's an, because y and I are the same thing in pinyin. So it's yan, and now at the tone is the following tone, yan. And this is qing. Q is close to the English ch, but the mouth shape is different. Make sure your mouth is wide open again instead of round. It's not ch, it's ch, ch, ch. Qi Qing, Yanqing. Yan means a person of outstanding talent and virtue. Qing used to mean high official or minister in the ancient times. Also, how the emperor addresses the minister since the Tang Dynasty. So Yanqing is like a high official with outstanding talent and virtue. Next, this one is simple. Bailu, b-I, bai, lu, lu. Bailu. It literally means white dew, but it's also one of the 24 solar terms in the traditional Chinese calendar. It's the 15th, so it's in autumn. There are a lot of Chinese poems about it as well, especially during the Tang Dynasty. Next, Luocha. Luo, luo, chi, cha. Luocha is a demon in Buddhism that eats human flesh. Next, what is it? Remember what we learned? This is yu in disguise. So it's yun instead of yuan. So te yin, ting, the rising tone, ting yun, the rising tone as well. Tingyun, it literally means to stop the cloud or the cloud stopper, something like that. It's from a poem by one of the best known poets in history, Tao Yuanming. And guess where he's from? My hometown. He's from Jiangxi, that's where I'm from. Next, Sushang, su. It means pure or original or unprocessed silk fabrics. Yeah, it can be very specific. The second character has two pronunciations. The meanings are the same though. It means clothes in general or a skirt. It could be pronounced as chang, chi-ang, chang, the rising tone, chang, or shang, the neutral tone, shang, like really light and short, shang, yi shang. Since her name is written as S-H-A-N-G, so it should be like Sushang, because it's the neutral tone, right? But it kind of sounds weird, so let's just call it Sushang. Sushang. Some people might say like Sushang or Sushan. It's mostly about how the A-N-G is pronounced. It's ang. So try to put your fingers on your nose and feel the vibration from here. Ang is here, from here. So if you speak British English, try to say auntie without ty. Or try to say song but replace the o with an a, so it's like that. Sushang. Her mother's name is Suyi. I read that in her story. Yi means clothes in general or like upper clothes. So their names really match. Xueyi, and Sushang. There's also a poem in Tang Dynasty by Wang Jian. One of the lines goes like 出处两相因，如比衣与裳. It basically means we take care of each other like each other's clothes. It kind of sounds weird in English, but you get it. I think it might be the origin of their names. Next, Dan Heng is not Dan like in Danny or Don like in Donnie. It's De An Dan He Eng Heng. Dan Heng. Dan means red or cinnabar or elixir of immortality. Heng means permanent or perseverance. It's the perfect name for him. Next, Qingque. We already covered the two sounds in Yanqing, so Qing, and Yuque, Que, so Qingque. Qingque is a kind of bird. The famous poet Ruan Mei from Tang Dynasty wrote a poem about it. Also, the emperor of Tang Dynasty, Li Shiming's fourth son's nickname is Qingque as well. Next, Fu what? Do you remember? Is it yu or u? Is it an or an? Which one is it? It's xi, yu, an, and the rising tone, and xuan. Fu xuan. Fu means a symbol or mark, or magic figures drawn by Taoist priests to invoke or expel spirits, or to bring good or ill fortune. I have one with me in my phone suitcase 24/7. I can't show you how it looks though. It might not work if it's seen by too many people. So, xuan means black or profound or mysterious. Fu xuan. Next, Yukong is not you, is yu. Yu. Remember we learned how to say yu? Yu. And it's not kong like King Kong, but kong, ke ong, kong. So, Yukong. It means to control the emptiness or to control the sky. Maybe that fits your story more. Next, Guinaifen. There's an invisible E in the middle. So, Gui, Guinaifen. This is the only name here that has 3 characters because it's basically transliterated from her original name, Guinevere. Guinaifen actually sounds like a Chinese name though. Gui is a Chinese surname. It's also a type of tree. Nai doesn't really have a meaning. It's like really, indeed. Fen means fragrance. Fen is really common in Chinese names in my mom or my grandmother's generation though. Okay, the last one, Jingliu. Jing, le o. There's an invisible o in the middle. Le o, liu, Jingliu. Jing means mirror, liu means flow, so it's like flowy mirror. That's poetic. I like it. Okay, that's it. It seems like they took a lot of references from the Tang Dynasty for Xianzhou Luofu, which is really cool. I like that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.